Hi there, Pokket here with another Game Face, and this week let's talk about WarZ first. So what is WarZ? WarZ is basically a zombie survival game that has two modes. It has normal mode and it has hard mode, which it's like, okay, thinking about it, what is the difference between these? Normal mode, basically you don't start out with a gun, so you have to go and search it, and if you die in normal mode, you get locked out of your inventory, and they said it'll be anywhere from like 24 to 48 hours. I haven't really decided on the exact time, but it'll be a long time. But your inventory, it sounds like it's still there, you just can't access it. And with hard mode, basically once you die, you lose everything. It is a permadeath. And so it sounds a lot like another game that we're all familiar with. And a lot of people have asked, what is the difference between WarZ and DayZ? And it's simply, I think that WarZ will definitely have more of your theme park MMO elements to it, and DayZ is certainly not going in that direction, and I don't believe they want to. They want their game to be more player driven, and WarZ has a lot of theme park to it. So let's talk about some differences, and one of the first main differences is there will be skill sets. And basically like skill trees, and so you get experience for going and exploring, for killing, all this stuff, for surviving, and whenever you do these you get experience you can put in skill trees, and it could be like gun handling, survival, med. The day and night cycle in WarZ are going to be shorter. It's not going to be your 24-hour day and night cycle that you experience in a game like DayZ, which for some people they would certainly like that, because they want to see day and night in the same play session. In the game, there is actually a chance of you to get infected by zombies if you get bit. And so there is a rare mutated zombie that whenever you kill it, you can extract its blood, and it actually has the vaccine for this virus in its blood. Now you can't cure an actual zombie, but you can cure a player who is infected and turning into one. And I'm assuming if you turn into one, that means you just die. It doesn't mean that you actually get to play a zombie, because I didn't read anything about being able to play a zombie, although that would be really cool if they put that in, so who knows. You can only hunt this mutated zombie at night, and it's in very rare or well-populated locations. And so being able to find it, it's actually really hard, and you have to, put yourself in danger. It sounds pretty interesting that they added this sort of element to the game as well. So there will be a trade system introduced into the game where basically it'll work like a regular MMORPG, so no longer will you have to play inventory Tetris with your friends or other players. You simply put something here, they put something there, and you accept. Or, you put something there, they see that you have it, they decline and kill you, and then take it anyway. It still is a risk that you're doing it, but it makes it easier to trade with players when you want to give them something. They said the maps will be large enough to be realistic, but they're not going to be too crowded, so that way you can't have an overpopulation. So I'm guessing there's going to be a limit to maps, just like in DayZ, to where you can't have 5,000 people on one server and then you go to another server and there's only 20. They want them to sort of be realistic, and to where you will run into other players, but you're not going to get overwhelmed with players. There will be mixed maps between the modes. That means hardcore and normal will be mixed, and there will be maps specific to just hardcore, which, if you get on a server that's just hardcore, apparently you can get, rare spawns and stuff, and you get more benefits, but dying on that server, of course, like I said before, permadeath. So you don't get to keep it if you die. There's a really cool system that they're adding, and it's notes. And what it is, NPCs will leave notes, and you find them and you go investigate, and they could lead you to like actual loot discoveries, but players can also leave notes. That could be like a warning that, warning zombie trap ahead, or warning bear trap ahead, or they can even leave notes to where there's medical supplies on the trail above and it actually ends up being a trap and someone snipes you and takes all your stuff. Like, that'll be really interesting to see the interaction on that level, because you're not directly interacting with someone at that point, but you're leaving a note, they find it, they take the bait, and bam, you just got a free kill. Now there will also be something to where it'll be a call for help, and basically when you're hurt you can call for help, and it could go server-wide or near you, and so you call for help and someone shows up and they can choose to help you or take your stuff. I mean, they can finish you off and kill you. There is quite a bit of customization for males and females. You get 5 characters, and then you choose whether you're gonna go into hardcore or normal. Now one thing that I sort of like about this, and I don't know, I hope that they make it to where the players can take control, is the safe settlements or the establishments in the game, and it's basically these settlements where during the day it's safe from zombies and you can go in there and it will basically it'll basically act like a main city in any other MMO. It'll be like Orgrimmar, except for you'll still be able to kill people. And so someone can still run in and shoot you. Of course the NPCs will get mad and attack you because you're killing someone inside their city and they don't want to get attacked back. You get it. It'll be like a guard system in some way. I don't exactly know what they're going to put in here, but I'm assuming it's going to be similar to a town in an MMO, and I look forward to that. I certainly think that looks interesting, and it might be a safe place to log out. Maybe not, who knows, you can still get killed in there. There will be clans, and I'm assuming with clans hopefully will come some sort of cloak or emblem or tabard system to where you can establish yourselves from, you know, each other and from other people, and you'll be able to ally with other clans, you'll be able to war with other clans, and I'm hoping that even if you are allied or in the same clan with someone, that you can still kill them and be sort of like a traitor, because the whole spy and traitor system is a really interesting concept that I like in games, even though I probably shouldn't admit that because now everybody's going to think I'm one of them. And they also said that they're going to have, you know, ways to communicate with people on your friends list, people on in your clan, people in the general area and stuff like that, and that's certainly something that I guess could be necessary. I don't think it's realistic to be like communicating with friends even though you're nowhere near each other, unless you have like specific walkie-talkies and that enables you to talk to friends with other walkie-talkies. I'm still wanting hardcore. If I were to play this game, I'd still want it to be hardcore, especially after having played a certain game that shall not be named, because the hardcoreness of that is, and not being able to communicate with friends via in-game, you have to use Ventrilo, which would be, I don't know. It's like, I sort of liked that, where it's like, where are you guys, you know, and they'd be like, oh, well, I'm south of the stronghold by the water, in-game. So, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I just kind of proved my point wrong by saying I used Ventrilo, and I'm essentially doing the same thing, so whatever.